charges. Come in. Come on. I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Yes, big cat. I tell you all the time, and I won't get tired of telling you. She or he who holds the whip runs things. Yes, big cat. We've got a number of things to unpack today. A peccadillo or two. The planetary energies are Mercury retrograde in Capricorn is trining. Yes, it's a trine between Uranus retrograde in Taurus. Let's get right up into the incidentals. What is Uranus about? Uranus is about how you change your inner rebel using your intuition, darling dears. Uranus is incidentally the higher octave of Mercury. What's Mercury about? Mercury is about your communication, darling dear. It's also what? About the Capricorn, the 10th house. Capricorn shows up, darling dear, being steadfast, organized and cautious. Maybe a bit insecure, but uses detachment, darling dear. To what? Get into their status, darling dears. A Capricorn likes honor, fame, darling dear. And it's also about destiny, which is on the tableau. Because Uranus in Taurus doesn't do well. No, babe, it has no power. In Taurus, it falls. In Taurus, darling dears, forcing you as a big cat to leave your comfort zone. So I tasked you with getting your birth natal chart, finding where Taurus falls in your birth natal chart. It will gift you with the tools on how to circumvent this actual trine, darling dear, and make it turn out to the best possible outcome. Always in favor of the big cat. Why not, eh? Pinkies up. And remember, degrees, if it's at 0 degrees, it means it's in an undiluted nature and it's new territory. So it's something you're going to have to work through, darling dear, and build upon, right? If it's at the 29th degree, it means that you are old-hand at it, darling dear. You've mastered that particular shiznai. So therefore, you already have the tools in how to understand and circumvent certain situations and circumstances, as only the prototype of your lineage can be, darling dear. The best in every situation. I told you, big cat, you're the greatest of land and sea. Pinkies up. That's why we're besties. This is why we always having these tete-a-tetes. Yes, big cat. Mercury retrograde in Capricorn trines Uranus retrograde in Taurus. This is a stimulating transit, right? It brings clarity to matters, which allows you to see situations from a different perspective. I tell you all of the time, big cat, and this is another thing I'm not going to get tired of telling you. The perspective of a situation is where you need to get up in and close to, darling dears. Why? It will show you the big picture. You'll be able to see the ministrations of the back, front, neck, tabbing snakes. Yes, baby, you'll be able to see many things, especially where the fact that you are what? Holding the one ring. The ring that what? Runs things, blood. And it's also coined as what? The whip. The whip of everything, darling dears. This clarity and this new different perspective, darling dears, this is going to be bringing you what? News about your career, your financial opportunities, as well as exciting news. But you have to open your mind to new possible ways and possibilities, darling dears. Ideas can come out of nowhere, but they will be beneficial to you. So be open to thinking, darling dears, outside of the box. As you get these what? Epiphany and flashes of insight, darling dear, into what's really going on. Why? The plotters, darling dear, the plotters, the hoodwinkers, the shoeshine man or woman, the animal in a kitten or human heel, tree sloth for sure, and from the backwards, darling dear. And yes, they have yarn for hair. Yes, they do. They're always plotting, darling dears. Always. These co-workers that want to take you down, big cat. They want to take you down. Want to have their foot on your neck. You have to know how to spot the predators, darling dears. A good way to spot that, I don't know, what's come to mind for me is that Alien versus Predators movie. It came out in 2004. Why do I remember it? Number one, I love the Aliens and Predators shows. Number two, 2004 was the year that I was gifted with my only son. My favorite son. He doesn't like me to say that because he's the only one, but so what? I can say what I want because no one's going to check me, boo. Anyhow, the reason why I speak about Aliens and Predators, darling dears, right, in the film we've got Sana Lathan, yes, baby. She realizes, right, that the predator is there not to kill her, but it's there to fight the alien. So she understands that she has to befriend the predator in order to overcome, right, the common enemy, darling dears. But in the situation and circumstance that you might find yourself in, darling dears, your best friend, right, because the enemy of your enemy, right, is your best friend. And who is your bestest friend of them all? Well, outside of God, Father God, Mother Isis, it's you, big cat. You are the best friend. The energy of Mercury is gifting you with the tools to use a rational mind, because we play what? We play chess, not checkers. People don't understand when they're trying to wrestle you to the ground, darling dear, and take all sorts of advantages with you without the Vaseline, the proverbial Vaseline, darling dear, that you are the baddest of them all. You didn't overcome all of those insurmountable molehills, darling dear. It wasn't a stumbling block. It was a chance for you to learn. You didn't overcome all of that to become someone else's bitch. Big cat, I feel offended. Oh, and my son came with a mocha for me. He's so wonderful. And when he makes it for me, I don't know how he gets it like this. Smooth and creamy. As I was saying, big cat, I'm going to give you my 3 go-to moves when I'm approached by new people in new environments, because everyone that I see, darling, is being interviewed. Why? Because liars, thieves, cheaters, users, swindlers, back front neck tabbers. And I told you, if I had pearls, I'd be clutching them bitches with you and on your behalf, darling dears, right? You've got the frenemies, the haters that come with the bad vibes, the bad intention, the bad advice, and the bad credit. And if you're in a romantical with them, they've got the what? Panani of a tomb that's got the bad memory. Can't remember you as soon as you've left their side. Imagine that, big cat. I know, big cat. The 3 things I normally go through when somebody approaches me, and I'm approached often, darling dear. As soon as I put myself out there into the public, going about my daily life, I'm like a beacon to all and sundry. People come to me and tell me their business all of the time. And all of that, sometimes I've just asked them, where can I find the carrots? You know, just whatever, darling dear. I might, if I dare to make eye contact with them, they offload everything onto me, right? So while they're telling me she's naive, darling dear, they are being what? Evaluated. And in my mind, I'm whether to what? Promote, demote, or just fire you, darling dear, to get out of my life. You go away from me because you're bothering me and you're interrupting me minding my own business. The first thing, darling dears, you must be skeptical about receiving too much attention from a new person coming into your hemisphere, darling dears. Yes, baby, my face is normally like this. On the inside, can you see it? Slitty of eye, right? But it's also my analytical eye, darling dears. Yes, baby. I'm like this. What? Another morsel? You've got to be skeptical of the special attention, right? Why? More often than not, it's the attention of what? The manipulator, the hoodwinker, the bamboozler. They won't be showing you their true colors, right? Masked off from the beginning. They are skilled in assessing, right, whom is confident, who they must leave alone. They know that you're not going to take it, darling dear. It's as though you're wearing an invisible chain of bitches around your neck that you've already made into your bitches. They sense the energy, darling dears. They won't bother with a person like that. No. They're looking for someone who is eager to please, right? And someone whom they can shame, darling dear. And possibly in public, in front of others. So others can laugh, darling dear. Listen, I can't take that public humiliation. Someone's going down Bobby Brown and it's not going to be me. I've also I've now got the big cat rings, darling dears. If you'd like to acquire a big cat ring, hit me up in the Gmail, darling dear, and I'll tell you how much they are, and you'll give me your intel, and I'll have it sent out to you stat. I have it in gold as well as silver. It's 14 karat gold plated, right, and sterling silver at the bottom. Reason why I didn't go for the actual gold and silver, I did go for silver, darling dears. Number one, it's cheaper to manufacture. Number two, it helps if people that's got skin allergies, darling dears, gets allergic. This is better for you. But if you want to be part of the big cat crew, hit me up in the Gmails, and we'll all be wearing our nudge nudge wink wink ring. And when you look at this ring, you'll realize that you ain't having it blood. No one's going to take you, because you're not fabulously wanting to be took that day or any other day. There is a D in it, darling dear. A reminder of your inner strength, darling dear. The second thing, right, that you must be prepared to do, darling dear, is be willing to risk a small public spectacle, darling dear. Confront that biatch. Big cat, you have the moxie and the wit to intervene in that public dressing down that they'd love to do to you, darling dear. You have to remember, the enemy of your enemy is your friend, and your bestest and biggest friend is you. So you got to protect the prize, protect the queen. You are playing chess, not checkers. When you confront them, darling dear, point out that you've noticed their skullduggerous ways, right? It puts this manipulative person on notice that you're not having it blood, bra, or sistrine. It will also point out to others observing you, pointing out their skullduggerous ways, which has been seen, shown, earmarked, and you've got a bullseye on their back, darling dear. You'll put it out for the weaker ones, the ones that they usually pull about like taffy, to get somewhat gumption, darling dear. Get some steel, a rod in their back, darling dear, a rod of correction, so that they can't be taken the piss out of, right, by these manipulative, bottom-feeding, back-front, neck-tabbing snakes, straight out of Slytherin, darling dears. Because I told you, I come with the smoke, mate. If you make me have to leave my domicile, get into my chariot of righteousness, a public spectacle is going to be made, but one of facts, darling dears. Because some people, I have to roll up on. Yes, baby, I've got to roll up on them to let them know, let my eye chakra sees their eye chakra, and let them know that they've been what? Dismissed. The third one is refuse to keep secrets, because those merchants of slander that comes on the balls of their feet to tell you this and tell you that about this and that person, darling dear. You must refuse to keep any secret that they've given you, darling dears. Why? That's because if you do, you'll be normalizing this underhanded, shady, scuzzbucket-like behavior. And that's not fabulous, darling dears. That's co-signing on both, swanky. Instead, be direct and straightforward, right? And hold your ground, Scotty. Hold your ground and look them in their eye chakra. Especially when they try to cover it up with flattery. Flattery by saying things, oh, you're so direct with the way you put things. Maybe it's best you go and approach them. They want you to go and air out someone so they can listen, big cat, that's too much confusion for the cat. That will make me start swinging with my neigh. But I digress again. What you say to them, darling dears, you make sure you look them in their eye chakra, right? And you say, I'm sure I understand. I'm not sure that I understand what you mean. Why are you telling me this? And what is it that you're asking me to do with said information? They won't like it, darling dears. Oh yes, it'll be like what? Garlic to the what energy vampire that they are, darling dears. They'll be sweating like a hoe in church. Yes, when you call out exactly the skullduggerous move they want you to make, a move that will possibly have ramifications on you going down the line. Why? Because you decided to be the town crier on their behalf. Oh, hell no! Listen, you don't want to be what? Controlled? Listen, Big Cat, I keep telling you, we are the organ grinders. We are not the monkeys. You don't want to be pulled about like a monkey, told to perform, when to act, where to act. You make sure you look them in their eye chakra and tell them I don't understand what you mean. Why are you telling me this information? Matter of fact, I'm going to tell the person what you told me, right? And in matter of fact, I'm not even angry with what you said, darling dear. Because number one, it shows me how low you would go, darling dears. Yes. And the next bottom feeder that would be on their list, right, to be taken down, would be you, darling dears. 3 things. Blow up that manipulator and let them take their manipulation somewhere else, to someone who is what? Slow and dull-eyed, darling dears. A simpleton, but not a big cat who's overcome so many things. As we call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection from Father God, Mother Isis, ancestors, angels, way showers and spiritual guides. From Keitha to Malkuth. Namaste. Energies. Up, big cat. I insist. Let's get our runestone for the day and see what's going on. People trying to take down a big cat. Oh, you've got a thruple. We don't usually have a thruple. Baby, lean in, darling dear. The world card, right? This is the Feyu, right? It represented by the world card in tarot. The letters F and O for fire. Yeah, bloody cheek. Whatever they try to do is going to fail. It also speaks about watching movements on the internet, and it also speaks about if you have a business on the internet, someone is hoping to break your wealth, darling dears. They want it to be broken, represented by the letters 84, 85, 86, and 87. This is somebody who is low vibing. They've got low self-esteem, and they're going through what a personal struggle. They hate on themselves, and it's not getting any better. Look at that. We also have Ophelia, darling dears. This is also represented by the world card in tarot. Imagine that, in the reverse and in the upright. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. It also speaks about a new beginning for you, darling dears, a fresh start. Again represented by the letters F and O, the numbers 84, 85, 86, and 87. This is a first. I've not had this in a reading before. As I said, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You also have Jera, darling dears, the Wheel of Fortune. This is fate, destiny, and good luck on your side. Lean in, big cat. Lean in. Jera is also represented by foreign people and foreign places. So, this person may be foreign to you, darling dear. If it's a co-worker, person is possibly not of the same nationality of you. Yes, baby, they are doing skullduggerous things at your back, darling dears. Why? Because of envy, jealousy, and hate, darling dear. And they've got that disease, CT disease. Can't take the big cat. Did I tell you? Oh, I didn't tell you. I did tell you, or I didn't tell you. Jera is represented by the letter J, the number 40, 41, 42, and 43. It also speaks about something that you had in the pipeline is about to come to fruition. It speaks of abundance. Abundance comes in many forms, darling dears. Abundance could be in what? You standing up for yourself and not having it. The Wheel of Fortune also speaks about something unexpected is about to come in your way, darling dear. It's part of a cycle, but it's also a 10, the ending of a cycle. You're going to have to stand up and show out, darling dear. Why? The universe, the Most High, wants to look at your progress to see if you really are that cat, and you're not having it, mate. He also speaks about an opportunity coming towards you. Somebody's also wishing bad on your health, darling dear, because Jera in the upright speaks about healthier outcomes. Because we had the Feo in the reverse, they want you sick, darling dear. Sick. but no weapon formed against you is about to prosper. World card in the upright. Hold a minute. Oh, Shay! Shay! Where is this boy? Excuse me. Oh, Shay! Something's burning! Did you forget? Something smells like it's burning. Sorry, I told you I was doing one of my many duties. I'm the cook, the cleaner, the psychologist, the chauffeur. I'm also the fashion coordinator. I'm a number of things, blood. Anyhow, as I was saying before I interrupted myself, darling dear, let's get your ancestral message about this. Then we're going to speak about this shady scuzz bucket who's having an issue with you, darling dear. One card, please. See what's going on. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. You are being protected by your ancestral team, darling dears. You also have intention. Set your intention, darling dears. Don't focus on what you can't control. Focus on what you can control. And what's that? Anything you want, darling dears. I told you, we are in bending the matrix mode. We ain't got no time for no foolishness. We're going to be using the energy of Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, as well as Uranus retrograde in Taurus, right? To get out of our comfort zones. There's more things for us to learn, right? Yes, baby, because I told you, abundance comes in many forms. And I feel that this is a certain knowledge which is coming to you, darling dears. Knowing your worth. And adding tax. I asked for one card and I got two. What's on the base of the deck? Fertility, darling dears. We also have the Maypole, so something in May or something in May coming towards us is about to happen. Fertility is represented by the Empress in Tarot, darling dears. The Empress is again about abundance. This is about knowing your worth, darling dears. The Empress doesn't tongue wrestle. The Empress has a team. Rich white lady season. Somebody's also going to have to be getting some kind of legal action about someone who is particularly skullduggerous. Let's carry on, darling dears. Let's carry on. I keep knocking the camera. Am I giving you a bit of vertigo? Didn't mean it. Didn't. All right. Let's get a deck. Let me get a deck I haven't used in a while. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot deck, base of the deck, 10 of Swords. The knives in your back, darling dear. Have the fortitude to cut those soul ties. We are on what today? Sunday. Sunday is represented by the crown chakra. Big cat Jupiter energy. We already saw the Jupiter with the Wheel of Fortune, darling dears. Jupiter is about what? Your philosophy, your philosophy, possibly your philosophy of life. Jupiter is about your luck, darling dear. It also covers the heart chakra. The heart chakra is represented by moon energy. Moon is what? Skullduggerous energy, darling dears. It speaks about the fake friend, a betraying betrayer. Somebody who was once hidden, darling dear. And it also speaks about a secret enemy. Your back is to this person. If it's a colleague, darling dear, this person don't like you. They don't like your eyelashes. They don't like the way your nostrils flutter when you're breathing in the air on this mouthpiece. They don't like your intellect, darling dear, your intelligence. They are threatened by it. Tell us some more intel, seeing as we're here. Yes, baby, 2 of Wands. This is a situation or circumstance that you actively have to what? In some cases, you're going to have to ignore it. I know I told you to what? Sometimes you have to confront them in public so that other people can what? See exactly what kind of a what? Turd, right? The scum between your toes that they actually are. But the 2 of Wands is telling you to turn your back on that shiznai. Divine has gifted you with a window when you thought it was a wall, darling dears. The 2 of Wands in the upright, I might add, is Mars as well as Aries energy. This is again, turn your back on that toxicity. Why? Divine is about to give you a choice, but you have to what? Take the time and reflect on your actions. Sometimes you have to sit within yourself, darling dears, and think about the outcome of a particular action that you're going to take. Yes, granted, you can't control other people's actions, but you don't want to do something that is going to seriously affect you going forward. One's also represents a working environment for some. Fire energy, this is about you using your inner strength to circumvent. You've got a lot of impulsive people around you at this moment in time, darling dear. Flighty. Jumped right out. You saw it. One's energy. This is you, what? The spiritual warrior, darling dears. 9 of Wands. And again, it looks as though your back is being turned. Or many are watching your back, darling dear. And it's also what? The watching of your back in a certain situation. I'm seeing a lot of orange, which is drawing my attention, darling dear. Orange is represented by sacral chakra, which is again Mars energy. Somebody is motivated at your back, darling dear, because Mars is about motivation. This is somebody who did not want you to be independent from a relationship, with a friendship, co-worker, family, whatever that paradigm is for you, because this is a general read. If you want something personal, hit me up in the Gmail, darling dear. But you've got some that are motivated at your back. 10 of Swords. God, golly and gosh! A lot of gossip that is going down behind your back, darling dears. Is it salacious? Let's see. 9 of Swords, darling dears. I told you. They're wishing illness on you, darling dears. Mental illness. They want you to be depressed. This also speaks about isolation, darling dears. Because on every card, it's only one person. I've got 4 people here, so it could be 4 main protagonists against you. Instigators, darling dears. We have F-O and we also have J. We've also got the letter A. Oh, you got the blank room, darling dear. Quickly make a wish and tell no one, right? This does not come out often. This should encourage you, darling dears, that better days are coming to you. They wouldn't have stepped up these spiritual attacks because your ancestors came off straight at the back if they didn't see where you was going, darling dear. A situation that they wanted you to flop, but divine says yes. When God says yes, who can say no? We also have Swallow. This is the letter S, right? And again, we've got the Jera, the Wheel of Fortune, darling dear, the letter J. This is depression, darling dear. Someone going backwards. So they're rehashing old things, old situations. We've got a lot of fire as well as air energy, darling dears. This is a situation where you need to get more knowledge on a situation, but it's also about your communication. This is about not saying nothing. When you see the 9 of Swords, this is about holding your tongue, darling dears, until you get more intel. Air and fire energy, that's masculine energy, darling dear. Butting heads. It could even be the same sex that's tormenting you, darling dear. It could be male or feminine energy. But there's 4 main protagonists. Baby, I can see why they're mad. You have what? You've got the Page of Pentacles as well as the Ace of Cups, darling dears. This is new opportunities coming towards you. I told you already, darling dears. With the energy of the Capricorn, the Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, trining Uranus in Taurus, Uranus retrograding in Taurus, darling dears, right? New opportunities are coming towards you. I told you, people see your progress before you see it. Why? They're watching you, darling dears. They're paying close attention. We saw 2 world cards. What they're seeing, they are not loving, darling dears. But it's also a reminder what to leave your comfort zone. You're going to get opportunities, but it's going to be an opportunity that you're going to have to master your emotions in, because it's a new ground. When we see the Ace of Cups, it also speaks about relationships. You're going to have a new opportunity in new relationships going forward. You're calling it in, darling dears. Empress on its face. Good God. This is someone who is extremely bitter. This is someone who doesn't know their worth, or they get their worth from tormenting others, talking about them behind their back. They like to be the sensationalists. You know, in a group of people talking, they've always got the juice, darling dear, but not the tea on their own true life. Base of the deck. Listen, this is a fake friend, a fake co-worker, a back front neck tabbing family member. What's that on her shoulder? Is that Sagittarius, the only weaponized zodiac sign? But notice it's in the reverse. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. The Empress energy as well, it's somebody lacking in abundance. If they've got children or progeny, that child had to hit the ground running, darling dear. This person is too busy in the up crowd, the people that know the intel, what's going on, darling dear, to focus on what's important. Their child, if they've got progeny, they're going through depression at this moment in time. Yeah, Emperor, told you, not being a true parent in that person's life. And the fact that you are bossing up in some way, darling dears. The Emperor speaks about, is also what? Representing of a father figure. Because you can switch the roles. If you're co-parenting with someone, darling dear, they're still speaking about you, but this person is depressed about the possibilities that you've created for yourself. They don't like the fact of the way you turned your back on that situation. They thought you'd stay there and fight, tussle or tongue wrestle with them, over them, darling dear. When they are what? A shepherd of the devil, whether male or female, Empress in the reverse. If this is a co-worker, this was always a frenemy, darling dears. Jealous of your glow. You've got that certain je ne sais quoi. What they gossiping about? That's what I wanted to show. She's naive, darling dears. They're talking about foolishness. They're looking for anything. This is somebody making a pound out of a penny, darling dears, the least little thing. This is why I always tell you, darling dears, we shut up. You don't give out no air of mystery and all that. Seven of Wands. If it's someone that you've known from in the past or worked with, a family member, lover, whatever, they're speaking about the past mistakes, darling dear. Seven of Wands. They're speaking about things that you did or happened in your life when you was at your most vulnerable, darling dears. They're going for gold. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. But it's only what? They're giving out scraps, darling dear. Scraps. Nothing major, nothing tangible at this moment in time, because you still have the Ten of Cups. Emotionally stable, and Ten of Cups in the upright, just like the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. This is the breaking of a generational curse. We've got the Page of Swords where you're being watched, and whatever they're seeing, darling dear, it's a stab to their heart chakra, that black space. Split the deck, because they're going through tower moment after tower moment. This is also the sudden change that you're going to be experiencing in your environment, darling dear. What's this? The Seven of Swords in the reverse. This is no longer ruminating over situations that you can't change. The only thing you can change in any situation is yourself. And I tell you always, big cat, hold your gangster and hold your tongue. Hold your tongue. Why? You need time to get a better perspective of every situation, darling dears. I told you, we are gangster over here at Don't Get Smoke Central. Clarify this Emperor card. Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Four of Pentacles and the Justice card. Release control of the situation, darling dear, because you're gonna get your just desserts. The Justice card is represented by Libra energy, right? You will be making better partnerships going forward, darling dear, but you have to get past this particular situation. Release the control and don't argue with them, darling dear. As I said, for some, you're gonna have to seek legal situation. If it's a working situation, baby, nobody knows how to track skullduggerous people in the working environment better than me. Nothing like the good old paper trail. Nothing like certain incidents that happen right in front of other people, right? Remember, the enemy of your enemy is your friend, darling dear. Work environment, if they're stabbing you, they've done it to other people. Read the crowd, big cat. I told you. You'll find information that will be to your benefit if it's a HR situation, or if you're going to court for defamation of character, darling dears. You're going to have to pay out some money if it's outside the working environment. in order to get justice, darling dears. Do it. Where are we? We're at, oh, just saw 444 on the counter, darling dears. You're on the right path. Let's get another deck, right? Because they're trying to take someone down. Imagine that. Can't be the big cat. Can't be, really can't. Let's get another deck. Base of the deck, 3 of Cups. Every friend has a best friend, darling dear. The gossiping throuple, darling dears. But it also speaks about a chance or a reason for you to celebrate. Let's go forward. Okay. 8 of Swords still caught up in their mind over you, darling dear. But this is also what? There's an opportunity around a particular situation for someone that is second guessing himself. There's somebody out here that's watching this video has a decision to make, but you have to realize, darling dear, all of the answers come from within. The situation that you have in turmoil over is not an opportunity that you're meant to take, because you wouldn't be in turmoil if it was the right decision. That is a message for someone. King of Cups, master your emotions, darling dears. Be gangster with it. Master your emotions. Emotional intelligence must be used in every situation. This is why I always tell you, when something goes down, immediate reaction is for a bottom feeder, a big cat who plays chess, darling dear, right? You take a moment to consider all of the pieces on the board, darling dear, not forgetting that you are the queen, queen, and you run things. Things don't run you. Emotional maturity in every situation. Yeah, because that's how you will win over them, darling dear. This goes to 5 of Cups. The sad, the sorry will be disappointed, but you have to master your emotions, darling dears. Master your emotions, because sometimes when you hear this salacious gossip and your name is attached to it, darling dear, it makes you angry and you want to confront the person. But sometimes, darling dears, was it slowly catching monkey? Yes, baby, one step at a time. You have to remember the person that is casting this aspersion on your name or trying to bring you down, darling dear, on an emotional level, they're already sad and sorry and left behind. This goes to 5 of Cups, darling dears. Listen, let that blood just stay with them, blood. Base of the deck. As I said, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It also speaks about this person going from person to person. This is a number of people planting bad seeds on your name, darling dear. Hold your gangster, big cat. Hold your gangster, big cat. I can't be there when you cross the road, but I'm sure if you've got your big cat ring. No, I know that you're quite capable of understanding the situation. This is why we hang out on a daily basis, to be in fact. Pinkies up. They've taken your intel or some information about you to many, darling dear. King of Wands. Yeah, King of Wands, darling dear, is somebody who loves the attention of others. This person likes to gossip up, darling dear. Told many people things about you, darling dear. I don't know why. What was their purpose? Why did they do it? This is why meeting new people. Shut up, big cat. Stop telling people everything. Let things unfold. I didn't mean to pick on you. Listen, I'm just trying to be nice. I'm a pointer, not a picker. Yeah, King of Wands. It's a situation that you've ended, darling dear, or you're about to end, because this person is a what? Heinous gossip, darling dear, and they're pernicious with it. This is someone that you have to be extremely obstreperous. Certain circumstances, once you've gathered yourself together, darling dears, you're going to have to be the King of Wands in that situation, because you're going to have to tell them where to get off and end the situation. World card. This is someone that's thinking that you won't have the voice or that you don't have the moxie. You've got it, big cat. Dig deep. Some people need to be told. And make sure that you are unanimous in whatever decision that it is that you make in this situation. Clarify this, King of Cups. Yeah. send this charmer, this chancer, this bringer of the gossip, darling dear. Send them back from whence they came. Knight of Cups on its face. They only come to give you what? Intel, darling dear, and to take intel from you. Yes, then give it to others. Libra, we see the scales. You hold the ring to everything, darling dears. What about this disappointment? They must be disappointed. You have to know how to tell people to hit the road, just like Jack. Base of the deck. What did I just say? 5 of Cups. We just made the 5 of Cups with the King of Cups and the 4 of Cups. And here is the 5, darling dear. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. But you have to gather your emotions, darling dears. Realize that you hold the 2 of Cups, a new beginning. And you can attract whatever you want into your life. Don't get caught up in your mind, because they want you to get caught up in your mind so you don't see what's going on. You have the Ace of Cups, an offer or a hand of God. This also speaks about multiple streams of income, but I sidetrack. Yeah. You're coming to the ending of a hard journey, darling dears. One where you're going to be gifted with the hand of God. This is a new beginning. For some, it's a baby. For others, it's a new relationship. The Cups is about emotions as well as relationships, darling dears. You will. Some of you have been walking alone for a long time, darling dears. Base of the deck, Queen of Cups. For some, this is a divine union. After kissing all of them frogs, darling dears, a divine union. This is someone who's loyal, intuitive, just like you. Someone who is like-minded and on your level. Because I told you, only a king or a queen, the emperor or an empress, the hierophant or the magician in the upright can approach your throne, darling dears. Would you be interested? Because many of you have been alone for a long time. Are you actually interested in hooking up with anyone? Especially with this what? Bottom feeder breathing down your neck. I effing all what you got going on. And chopping it up, darling dear, about past situations. This is why they're missing. And you don't, no one needs to call the police. I mean, missing from your life. We don't need an open case for that. Right? Gosh. Someone still needs to release the negative situations, but it's going to also create a lot of jealousy when you go into this union. After you've kissed all of them frogs, darling dears, and then as we started the read, darling dears, you get the 2 of Wands again. You're going to have to choose, darling dear, to release those things in your mind, the patterns that were put upon you, darling dears, and realize that divine is gifting you with the hand of God, darling dear, a new beginning. But it also speaks about active finding out shit. What did I tell you, right? I told you, Big Cat, everyone gets interviewed, and the world is like the World Wide Web. Interview, I don't care how nice and lovely and gorgeous they are. Stop telling people things. Stop telling people things that you like, darling dear. It will unfold as time goes on if they're allowed to stay. Outrageous. It also speaks about some of you are getting over addictions. It could be alcohol, drugs. It could be people pleasing, darling dear. This is about you stepping into a more leadership role in your life, darling dear. Knowing that you are the shit. Yes, I keep telling you, you pea glitter. Shit cupcakes and fart rainbows. King of Wands, this is about looking fabulous, gorgeous and lovely, taking care of yourself. But some of you are natural born speakers, darling dears. Time for you to step up to the mic on the World Wide Web. This is another message for someone. Whoever's holding back on launching a business, darling dear, don't hitch. 8 of Wands. Get to it, darling dears. And it also speaks about a message coming towards you. What's this message? Moving on was the right thing. When you wrapped yourself in that red cloak, that's your root chakra, darling dears. You're choosing to come out of fight, flight, or freeze mode. We aren't survivors around here, we're thrivers. Keep it moving, darling dears. You didn't leave anything behind that wasn't to your benefit. 3 of Cups, this is celebrating feminine energy, right? You were celebrating with bitches or bitch mitches, right? Lost money and possibly even was a bit mad, barking and passing cars in a situation. Your health was debilitated around these people, places or things. And it's also a reminder, use that energy of what happened to you in a dark situation with these devilish energies, darling dears, as your Geiger counter going forward, because you will feel it in your solar plexus. I told you, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. Listen to your body, darling dears. It's a Geiger counter. It will get you out of many a tight situation. Split the deck. What's this about an injustice? Well, whatever the injustice is that they're trying to perpetrate against you, my darling big cat, it's not going to work. This is about you going forward. True teamwork as the red light, green light champion you are. Pinkies up. This is being recognized in whatever field you've gone into, darling dears. And again, falling on the world card, whosoever is procrastinating about putting out their business on the World Wide Web, you better get to it. We are in the age of Aquarius, the age of IT. Stop procrastinating, darling dears. How else are you going to sock it to them, darling dear? You've got to give them something to watch, darling dears. You do. When we have threes on the tableau, but there's two threes here, darling dears. Listen, the Mercury retrograde's got me tongue tied. However, right, this is the gossip, darling dears. This is the subterfuge bull swanky that somebody still wants to perpetrate in your hemisphere. But why? Because they're heartbroken that you're not broken, darling dears. Heartbroken that you are not broken. That's 3 threes on the tableau. If this don't tell you what's going on, I don't know what will. This speaks about what? Stability. The stability be within you. Whenever you see 3 threes, it's stability. And it's also a sign from the universe. 333 is a sign for you to believe in yourself. You are being supported, as denoted by what? Your ancestral card at the beginning of the read, darling dears. Somebody feels weak. Why are they feeling weak? How? Because you're the baddest of them all. Big cat. This is you moving on and moving in silencio, darling dears, moving towards sudden change. We already discussed the energy of Uranus. The Tower moment is about Uranus energy, darling dears. Lean in, big cat. I've got so much more to tell you. It also speaks about someone feeling a bit like taking themselves out. They're feeling so low at this moment. They want to take themselves out and not for a two-piece, darling dear. It also speaks about someone going through a situation where it's at crisis point. Nothing to do with you, big cat. Why? Because of the 6 of Swords. You've already sailed away from that particular heinous situation, darling dear. Again, it speaks about this new path that's coming towards you. I told you, many opportunities are going to be shown to us throughout this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, which is trining Uranus in Taurus, darling dears. In the form of what? Your career, your financials, darling dears, and hearing exciting news is going to be what? Appearing on your hemisphere. Where you was once weak, darling dear. Divine is telling you to continue to move forward because you're moving into a season of success, darling dears. But you have to what? Get out of your comfort zone and don't be afraid to put whomsoever needs to be put in their place. You don't have to shout. You don't have to scream. Just realize that you are the baddest of them all. This also speaks about a new vehicle. Could be a mobile home or somebody traveling in a mobile home going forward. A happy vacay, or is it an adventure? You're going to have a good time, darling dears. Get some more information, and then we've got to go and get great as we sip our mochas, because we ain't getting smoke blood. Give us some more intel. Some more intel. What's this? Right? Secrets. And in look. What did I just tell you? A back front neck tapping snake is a homosexual. If it's a relationship, darling dear, No one falls in love quicker than a narcissist looking for a gaff or someone to mind control into the gutter, darling dears. An opportunist, a dick-dealing, mattress-backing, gold-digging mooch who's a clout chaser. Yeah, imagine that. And their secrets have secrets, blood. Listen. Listen, some people have a security blanket. I've got a security. Nay, I just had to touch nay. I just had to reach out and touch. What do you mean? Listen. If I go here any more incognito, my children are gonna need some kind of sign. I've got to make a movement so they can see where I'm standing, darling dear. Listen. What's this secret that they got, right? And they're coming to pick on you, big cat. Tried to give it to you without the Vaseline, big cat. What's their secret? It's going to be a big one, darling dear. Whole WTF. Good God! Down mercy with Jesus. Rah! What's going on here? What do you mean? A level that big from a hobosexual, animal in a kitten or a Cuban heel, a full-on tree sloth? What's going on? What is this secret? That's going to be a big WTF. What's this? You're taking control of your life. Something to do with family, darling dears. A family secret, right? You've taken back control of your life. That's one of the things that they, them, and don't like, especially when you stand up for yourself. And not only that, you get great, right? Something about your touch, and we've got grandparents. So you've got a grandparent that was touchy-feely, darling dears. It's not a nice situation to be in, and I'm sorry for anybody that's happened to. This is what they've been telling people, darling dears. If it was a family member, this is what this homosexual is telling people about what happened to you. I told you they'll be digging up old bones from yesteryear. Nothing current, darling dears. Why? Because you move in silence. Very sorry to hear that. What else? Something to do with a grandparent. You can believe it or not, darling dears. It's your choice. The cards ain't ramping, right? When they tell you about this back, front, neck, tabba, be on the alert, darling dears. But don't be no what shrinking flower. Remember, the enemy of your enemy is your best friend, and you are the bestest friend you will ever have. What's this trying to poke out? Look! The betraying betrayer, perfidy. What? And they coming to do what? Treachery and treason and to break your heart, big cat. Are you up for a bit of heartbreak? Are you? Base of the deck again. Back, front, neck, tabba. Let me get... Where's my Kipper cards? Where's Kipper? Leave them in despair, darling dears. Or, I told you, somebody's extremely depressed at this moment in time. Someone that wants to waste your time. This is a hoodwinker if ever I saw one, darling dears. Time-wasting harlot, bottom of the pit kind of a sort. Yeah? Look! Leave them in their fist, darling dears. This is misery-loving company. This is somebody that's gone into a situation where they're being stolen from. Their time is being wasted, right? And here you are, darling dear, looking all official like. What else? This again, I'm still getting the energy of the that Empress in reverse. If this is a mother figure, she was never a good mother to you, darling dears. This person had a lot of issues. She had a lot of depression. Maybe the person who you was fathered with, you're the father, they wasted their time. They preferred the company of harlots, darling dears. But she never stood up as a proper parent in your life, darling dear. This is the person that's crying the most. One that wasn't a true parent to you. Possibly the grandparent to your child or children, your progenies, darling dears. Now it's all unfolding. Just give it a minute. Let's get another deck. What's her problem? Base of the deck. Yeah, the words and the actions that she or he, because you know gender could be fluid. What's their biggest problem? They're crying into their fist. They're unable to speak. Can't you see the root chakra, at their throat chakra, darling dears, and they can't tell you about what's going on. Maybe it's elderly abuse, who knows? We've got the Emperor, clarify the Emperor, Mars energy, being assertive, Hangman, Major Arcana. One more card, please. Six of Cups. If this is a parent, darling dear, that treated you like shit, they wish you'd come back and offer that cup to them again. This is somebody that you possibly was over-pleasing in a situation, darling dear, but they didn't appreciate you. But they get to see you from a new perspective, darling dear. One perspective where they can't contact you at, darling dear. Queen of Cups, King of Swords. Master your emotions, darling dear. Use your intuition in this situation, but it's also about you gathering true information before you act on it, darling dears. The King of Swords doesn't just rush out. The King of Swords gathers all of the intel, and it also speaks about this person was supposed to have been a mother or father figure in your life, possibly to you or your progeny. This person is an arc, and they're watching you, darling dear, as the Tower moment has found them. One's energy, darling dear, in their job, or it could be in their romantical life. They should have made the right choices and sowed better seeds with you, or somebody's thinking that they should have made the right choice and sowed better seeds with you, but you're too strong for them now. You can't be tempted off your flip-flop because you're the Empress of everything. Queen of Pentacles, darling dear, always goes up to the Empress. This is about being conscientious. Now they see the effort that you brought into the situation, the good advice, the care, being conscientious, worrying about their health on a daily, darling dears. Now they can't even get you on any level. Told you. Leave them with the Four of Cups, darling dears. I'm going to leave it there. That was a whole plethora of intel, darling dears. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And if you want to be the said owner of a big cat ring as well, hit me up in the Gmail, darling dears. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Remember, big cat, we are of one mind of getting great. And never you forget, we will always, always stand tall together. Big cat wave! Until we meet again on these Taurus streets. Cat! Yes! See them before they get out of their bed, big cat. Remember, you are the prize. And when you was in their hemisphere, they forgot to protect the queen. But the queen is the baddest piece on the chessboard. Remember I told you that. Big cat, where?